Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, Best Care Home Services, and DeSoto Outdoors and Archery.
Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this special show that we have every November. It's one of my favorite shows. We won some awards, in fact, with this show because it's talking fishing for 90 minutes. And you can't have any better person to co-host this with me than the fisherman himself, the guru of the Mid-South, Ronald Wong.
Good morning, everybody, and golly,
what an introduction.
What a week it's been.
Yes, it has, and we could talk a lot about what's going on in the world, but we're going to talk fishing. Ron's got us all lined up. We've already talked to Bob Brown of Lou's, and we're going to switch gears right now and talk to a young man from Blacksburg, South Carolina, and that's Andy Montgomery. Good morning, Andy.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
You're able to talk some fishing for about 10 minutes here? Is that all right with you? Can you?
Yeah, yes, sir.
You can.
Love to talk fishing.
Yeah. Well, I was looking on here, and Andy is, of course, 34. Is that right, Andy?
34, yes, sir.
Oh, my. Middle age for a 68-year-old man. So that's what you look at. And in fish years, you're a lot more than that. But Andy is I just want to talk to Andy a little bit because he is you started at a real young age in this, didn't you, Andy?
I did. I think I quit my job when I was about 24. So
okay.
I've been at it about 10 years full time.
And quit your job. A lot of these guys quit their job. He worked for the South Carolina Department of Transportation, right?
Yes, sir. I was a civil engineer. Civil
engineer, and so you quit your job and went full-time. And I tell you what, you must have a loving wife, right?
I do, and I got a beautiful 2-year-old daughter. So it definitely brings its challenges, but, it's my job. It's how I make my living. So, unfortunately, I got to travel some, but this is my job.
Well, I want to ask you before Ron jumps in with these technical questions about how you fish and structure and all these different kind of things like that. You really started, if I'm not mistaken, co-angler, right? I mean,
yes, sir. I fit. Back in them days, you pretty much had to finish in the top 10 in either ever starts or as a co-angler to get priority entry into the FLW tour. So that's what I did. I fished ever starts, and I also fished the FLW as a co-angler, trying to make the top 10 to qualify.
Wow, and that's my hat's off to you because that's like. Somebody who starts an A-ball and works his way up. You have really, and I know that Ron can attest for this too. You've been up there at Strike King's event and things along that line. And Ron, if you've seen Andy fish, and a lot of us have seen him on TV. What about Andy's a fisherman, Ron?
Andy's one heck of a fisherman.
Yeah.
To go from coast to coast. He lives on the East Coast. He's been all the way out to the West Coast. As far north as you can go, as far south you can go. And I have to tell you something. Fishing all of these different places and areas of the U.S., it's so different at every stop that you make. You have to have a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills to be able to do it. And also you have to be pretty well fit to do it because, these anglers, these pros, where they really put the hours in is the 3 days of practice they have before a tournament. They're up well before daylight, and they're up well after the sun sets. So think about that during the summertime. You're talking 14, 15-hour days.
So, Andy, how do you prepare for a season? That's what I was going to ask because how do you get – is the body come first or the mental part come?
Well, as I'm getting older, it's going to have to kind of change gears. It used to be always mental, but I can definitely tell I'm getting a little older and not as physically fit as I used to be. I'm still in good shape, but, man, when I look back to what I used to be, I used to have so much energy. And a few things are starting to hurt on me, and I'm definitely going to have to change focus to get my body prepared as well as my mind.
Hey, Andy, not only doing that, this was a pretty tough year going through the Elite Series, and the goal for every elite BASS elite fisherman is to qualify for the Bassmaster Classic, and it came down to the last tournament of the year.
Stress.
Talk to us about how did you feel? What was going through your mind?
It's definitely stressful, and I think the hardest thing is you kind of force yourself not to look back, and that's very, very hard to do. Mm-hmm. You know, we can all look back on our season and see one or two decisions that we made that forced us to be in the position that we're in, where we're kind of on the bubble, where it could have easily been the other way, where we was in the Classic going into the last event. So the hardest thing for me personally is keep looking forward, keep looking through the windshield, knowing I can't change what happened. So I just go out there and I try to catch the most I can that day, and then move on to the next day.
Well, I know that a lot of folks don't realize, not on the physical side, but there's a mental strain. It seems to me like, and I've talked to quote unquote old timers, Bill Dance and Guy Eaker and all these guys like this. I think it was a lot more. I don't want to say fun. Ron may disagree with this, but when it started out, it was really fun. And I know it's still the enjoyment of it, but at the same time, there is a lot of pressure that people don't realize on you guys. One mistake, and it can cost you, right, Andy?
Yeah, absolutely. It could cost you your career. So the competition level keeps getting better and better and better, and every year you got a group of new anglers, young anglers wanting to take your job. So it's very stressful, especially when you do it for a living. It's how you make your money. It's your sole way of income. That's how you make a living. That's how you pay your bills and support your family. So the stress involved is definitely way up there, and then you got sponsors involved, and you're trying to make sure you do them a good job and make sure they get their value that they invested in you. So it's just a lot going on in your mind.
But you wouldn't change it.
So people's wanting to basically beat your brains out. So it's stressful.
Well, Andy, you talk about sponsors too. You have some great sponsors.
I do.
And like you said, you can't do it without them. What are some of your sponsors?
In the fishing industry, my main sponsors are Strike King, Daiwa, Bass Pro Shop, Nitro, Mercury. That's my main core. Outside the industry, Farm to Feet is definitely my title sponsor. They make outdoor socks, 100% wool socks, 100% American-made wool socks. So I really have a good base, and I took the sponsor game really slow. I actually turned down some deals, that was very small deals that, I waited for the right opportunity. I wanted to be with established companies in the industry, such as Strike King and Daiwa and Bass Pro Shop, and people I know that's going to be here for forever. As long as the sport's here, they're going to be here. And I really, really took it slow, and I'm so thankful that I'm able to align myself with leading industry sponsors.
Well, I know that Strike King doesn't select just anybody, right, Ron? I mean,
no, they don't.
You become family, right, Andy?
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it's definitely a family atmosphere at Strike King, and it's just so great to be part of a company like that. And like I say, I took it very slow, and I could have accepted a few more smaller things early in my career, but I had my eye on Strike King, and I waited it out, and I finally got the opportunity, and it's just been great.
Well, I tell you what, I know your feet are going to be warm and everything. You're probably the only angler sponsored by a sock, right?
Yeah, I guarantee I'm the only angler sponsored by a sock.
And that's
they're tremendous.
We're going to get a picture of his truck
comfort is
and his boat because he's got farm to feed on it big time.
Hold on now, you both talk at the same time. We're going to get a picture of your truck, but Andy, talk about farm to feed. I mean, that's
yeah. It is, comfort is a big thing in what we do. We talked about the mental aspect. So, Well, it's our best rain suit we got. You know, having the correct long johns and
Yeah.
thermal wear in extreme conditions, all the way down to your feet. So anything that I can put on to make me comfortable and not have to think about being uncomfortable, and I can focus on catching fish.
And you got one called Blacksburg.
Yeah, that's actually a summer sock.
Okay.
It actually helps you keep you cool in the summertime. So they don't just make wool socks that keep you warm. They also, you know, make stuff for the summertime too, to wick moisture away. And, you know, if you're in the rain, it's going to keep you dry and just keep you comfortable. Overall, the main deal is to stay comfortable. Well,
I tell you what, I didn't know there was a Blacksburg, South Carolina. I know there's a Blacksburg, Virginia. I mean, Virginia. So where is Blacksburg, South Carolina?
It's located right on the North-South Carolina line, about 30 minutes south of Charlotte, North Carolina, and about 45 minutes north of Greenville, South Carolina. And so it's right on the North-South Carolina. Great place to live, no doubt.
And a population of?
Very, very few. I don't know the exact population, but if I had to guess, probably around 2,000 maybe.
Okay, you got a red light. Okay.
Yeah, we actually do. We have three.
Three red lights.
Interstate 85 runs through there, so you got to have.
You got to have a red light. Okay. Ron, I know that you got to let Andy get on the road and get back. What's up next for you, Andy?
I actually got some time off. Thank the Lord.
And so, what do you do in your time off besides watch a good ball game? You say.
Yeah, watch a ball game and deer hunt.
There you go. Now we've got to hear that, Ron. He deer hunts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I got that in there because Ron wants all the deer hunters in the woods so everybody else can be on the water. You know,
that's right.
That's
yeah. Well, I'm gonna be in the woods for sure.
All right. Have you killed a big one?
I did earlier in the year. I killed one for my house. It was really big. So you know, it's not great hunting where I live, and the one I killed was definitely a big one.
Well, that's good. Well, Andy, thank you, buddy, and we wish you nothing but success. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving and a great holiday, and we're going to keep up with you, right, Ron? Ron, have you gone to sleep? Or are you there?
No.
Okay, I thought I heard you snoring there for a minute there, Andy.
Never.
I thought we lost him. It was so early. All right. Well, we appreciate you, Andy. All right, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Thanks
you.
so much, buddy.
All right, we'll talk to you. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We'll wake up Ron there. We'll be right back because we got some more talk with one of our favorite guys, the one and only Mark Menendez on Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790.
You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry.